I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. They got the best for so much less. You really flip your lid.
From bikes to trains to video games, it's the biggest toy store there is.
Gee whiz!
I'm sure you all have heard Toys R Us has filed bankruptcy. Sad day, right? Well, could be a sad day. Toys R Us says they're going to keep going. They said they're just doing this to get everything in order, and they're not going anywhere. In fact, they're going to open more stores. But we've heard all this before.
KB Toys, the nation's largest mall-based toy retailer, has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection.
We've lost KB. We've lost FAO.
And honey, I miss you.
So is Toys R Us the next one down the road? I really hope not. I enjoy Toys R Us, but I have to admit, I don't really buy anything at Toys R Us. Now, I grew up on Toys R Us. Toys R Us was the place to be. But I love going to Toys R Us. I travel for work, as you can see. I'm sitting here in this hotel because I'm always somewhere, and I just got back from a Toys R Us here. I love going to Toys R Us, but sadly, I have to admit, I don't buy at Toys R Us. So some of this fault about Toys R Us filing bankruptcy sadly has to go back at me and people like me that go in, look around, see what they like, and then find it online. And I understand product at Toys R Us is usually about $5 or $10 more, but you're kind of paying for that because it's a specialty shop, and you always pay more at specialty shops. You're gonna get, well, in theory, you should get better service at Toys R Us than the toy department at Walmart, but sadly you don't. You go into these Toys R Us, and first you get there and the parking lot's empty. If it's not Christmas time anyway, you're about the only car there. You walk in, and it's like a ghost town. I went in one today and I saw a tumbleweed come blowing by the aisle. So you walk the store, you see no employees. You do buy something, you take it to the checkout, and the checkout's closed. That's right, you have to ring it up at customer service desk because they're just not going to hire anybody that's just standing at a register because no one ever comes in the store. It's sad. And I travel, like I said, I travel a lot. I see a lot of Toys R Us, and everyone's about the same. It's empty. If you go during the day, go in the night, you might see 1 or 2 employees, maybe 3 if you're lucky, and maybe 2 or 3 other people shopping. Now, there's a lot that can be blamed on this. Like I said, it's people like me that go in and look around and never buy anything.
It's all your fault. It's all your fault. It's all your fault.
And just the way the economy is today, kids don't really seem to buy toys. And that's probably the saddest thing of all this. Kids are playing with their fidget spinners or iPods, watching Netflix, playing video games, but they're not buying action figures. They're not hanging out in the backyard, in the dirt, playing with action figures. Sure, they might have 1 or 2 here or there, but when I was growing up, you collected all the Star Wars figures. All your friends collected the Star Wars figures. Everybody has Star Wars figures or superpowers or all kinds of toys. Tonka trucks. You played outside. Today you go into a neighborhood and ride around, and you see no kids out there. They're all inside playing their PlayStation. Now maybe I just sound like the old man that's like, back in my day, but I kind of miss it. And I'm sorry, but you use your imagination. Sure, there's imagination in the video games. And video games is fun. Don't get me wrong. I sat playing video games. So I'm not knocking video games. I used to stay up all night playing Commodore 64 games. Man, I love some Impossible Mission.
Stay a while. Stay forever.
But kids today just don't seem to be into the toys. Not like they were back in the old days. And of course this hurts. And then you have places like Amazon, eBay. Places that you can get really good deals that Toys R Us just can't compete with. And Toys R Us can't compete with prices like Walmart and Target and other stores. So that's going to hurt also. Now again, Toys R Us says that they're not going to close stores. In fact, they're going to expand some stores, and this is just a way to get everything back in order so they can regroup and make Toys R Us better. But sadly, as I said before, we've seen this before. KB filed bankruptcy. FAO Schwartz filed bankruptcy. Lionel Play World, I think, got bought out by KB. Toy Liquidators, which I think is just KB also. But it seems like every company like this, they'll go through a bankruptcy, and then a couple years later, stores start closing, and then a couple years later, that's it. Toys R Us will only be online, and then soon that'll be gone also. I actually worked Toys R Us back in the early 90s, and it was a fun place to work. Although I didn't do much work, and a lot of times I just worked on the action figure aisle when I was supposed to cover the whole store, and I did hide a bunch of X-Men Icemen in the back and gave them to my buddies and stuff, and probably made it a lot hard for people I didn't know to find Iceman and some of the other rare figures. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that.
I'm sorry.
But it's a shame if Toys R Us has to close. I hate to see it go. I mean, where else can I go and waste my time walking around toy aisles? I can't go look at Walmart. They got the same thing for months and months and months. And sure, Target's nice and has some good sales. But there's something about walking in the Toys R Us. I know it's a ghost town, and it's a little sad sometimes, but I love going in there, walking down every aisle, seeing all the different toys. Stuff I didn't know was out, stuff I didn't even know about. Toys R Us is the most likely place I'll find toys I don't know about. Walking into Walmart, I've seen it all. I know what they're gonna have. Every Walmart I go to, like I said, I travel a lot. Every Walmart I go to looks exactly the same, state by state. They almost have the same thing. Toys R Us, although they have a lot of the same thing, there's something a little different about it. It seems like I always find something I didn't know. If it's mostly not Star Wars, but I do find something different. So what's this gonna do to Toys R Us? Well, I hope that the new CEO who came in and helped turn around Domino's Pizza when it looked like it was gonna be going away.
Domino's Pan Pizza.
The new CEO turned around Domino's Pizza, and now he's in charge of Toys R Us. So let's hope he turns around Toys R Us. But sadly, in this economy, with Amazon able to give better deals, with kids not really buying toys like they used to, I hate to say it, but I think we're looking at the last few years of Toys R Us and the last few years of the toy chain. I mean, what's left? Toys R Us is gone. What else? Like I said, KB's gone. FEO Schwartz is gone. I can't think of any other toy chain. You know, growing up, we had Lionel's Playworld. Again, FEO Schwartz and KB. We had all kinds of stores. We had at least 3 major chains that was focused just on toys. Sadly, with Toys R Us closing its doors, that's going to be it. We're going to be left with Walmart, Target, and for a few more years, maybe Kmart to go look at toys. The whole thing of just going to a toy shop is going to be gone. So again, I hope things turn around. I really will miss Toys R Us and miss just browsing the store and walking around and seeing what's all out there. Oh well, I just want to kind of get my thoughts on Toys R Us. I know it has nothing to do with Star Wars or Kenner or anything like that, but I just kind of like to do some videos here and there about what's on my mind. So tell me what you think about Toys R Us. You think they'll make it through this bankruptcy? You think they'll be able to turn this stuff around and maybe grow and maybe become the new Toys R Us? Maybe they've got plans where they're going to change their whole image and redo the whole thing. Sadly, I don't see it happen. I think I'm going to give them 5 more years, and I think we're going to see the end of Toys R Us, at least a decline in Toys R Us, slowly going away. But I hope I'm wrong, because I've spent many of dollars at Toys R Us, although I don't buy much there anymore. Mostly I just look. But in the 90s, I gave them all my money almost on X-Men toys, Batman the Animated Series, Power of the Force 2. Yeah, I talk bad about Star Wars Power of the Force 2 sometime with the Hasbro era Star Wars, but I bought them. Bought one open and one kept closed. I loved them. And I spent a lot of money at Toys R Us buying those figures and buying NES games, Super Nintendo games, everything at Toys R Us. If I wanted a toy, and back then I couldn't really buy it online, or I would run to Toys R Us. That was the best place to go. I'd love to hear what you think, so put it in the comments below. And until the next video, keep your eye on StarWarsJunk.net.